All right, so I'm back. There's probably no one on right now, but I am back. So if someone does have any questions, feel free to pop them down in the chat now that I got my computer up and running again. People are like, where'd she go? And I am drinking water. I do hydrate in between wine, in case you're wondering. So if nobody has a question in like 5 minutes or so, I may go ahead and log back off. But if someone has a question about writing or any of those fun things, feel free to just drop something down for the Q&A part of this. Sorry, I had to abruptly end the other session. So that is still, it should be recorded. So if you just got here, that's cool. And you can go ahead and listen to that a little bit later. I narrated in the last video the first part of the Helton experiments, and then I narrated the first part of Dr. Zozo's backstory. So those are on there. So if anyone has a question about writing or anything of that nature, feel free to let me know, ask the comment section. If you don't have questions, that's fine too. Seem to be having some connectivity problems today, which is not shocking. It's very windy. I got a message, a question asking how I come up with this stuff or what inspires me. Well, I don't know how I come up with this stuff sometimes. Honestly, I am one of those people that when I'm driving down the road or I'm working or I'm doing something, I'll look at somebody or something will strike me, and it's usually calls out of anxiety, I think, or a squirrel runs across the road and I think, oh my God, what if I would have hit that squirrel? What would have happened from that point on? And then I have a whole story in my head that's going at that point, and what happened to the squirrel when he got hit by the car, and oh my God. Sometimes I'm reading something in the news. I watch a lot of weird science shows. And so sometimes I'll start thinking, what if? That's actually how my story about the sex bot came about, was because there is a male sex bot in Japan called Humpin' Henry that they made. And I thought that was hilarious. So that's when I wrote that story. Things that inspire me was the other part of the question. Lots of things. People inspire me, places. I think it's important to have things that inspire you when you're writing. Thank you. I'm glad you loved that one. I was like, I can't believe that that actually got narrated. I thought for sure that my friend Dr. Creepin would have been like, what the hell? I think he's used to that with the stuff that I come up with now. But yeah, I had fun writing that one. I liked that one a lot. So how is everyone else today? Hopefully you guys are all having a good Sunday. There's only 2 of you right now. Everyone else left when my computer decided to take a crap. I'm just going to blame the wind. I live in northeastern Ohio, and it's either storming, it's 90 degrees, or it's like I don't know, it's like a hurricane. I don't know. It's weird. We have weird weather here. I agree with that. He does. Poor man. What's wrong with him? Yeah, there is a lot. I've noticed there's a lot of weird stories on No Sleep lately too. And I'm not downing any writers, but I just read a title of one the other day that said my wife gives really good head, and I was like, what? I was like, what in the world is going on with these story titles? It's all in good fun though. It's all in good fun, right? I agree. It is better off not question it, because it gets weird. Some weird I don't know. They do, I think a lot of those writers do very well on No Sleep with some of that. It's good attention grabbing that gets people to read the stories. So I'm trying to do more on my blog instead of so much on No Sleep. I thought I would be more serious with my writing, and that's not working out that way. So I still enjoy the No Sleep on occasion. I need to charge my glamorous lighting that I have here. I don't know what. I thought it was charged. It's not. But luckily, it's sunny. My desk is now in front of a window, and I have 2 reptiles on either side of me in their cages. Oh, well, thank you for coming by to visit. Hopefully, you have a good rest of your weekend. So I am 5 minutes in. I'm going to give it another few minutes. If no one else joins, I'm just going to pop off and thank everyone. People can always send me questions on Twitter. I think I'm probably more active on Twitter than even my writers page on Facebook. So, but there is that. I'm starting to think that maybe I should have only read one story because it went kind of lengthy, but that's all right. All right. My best friend is watching right now. Been best friends with you for how long? Since we were, what, 15? My work days are just, don't get me started. It's usually my break time, and I'm ready to get the hell out of there, like by usually 9:30 in the morning. My normal day job is I work with the public. She says, hi, BFF person, to you, Amanda. Oh, you have to. You have to laugh at people. You don't laugh at them, you'll cry. It's like we all have pretty much a warped sense of humor. Is what I basically do is like social work during the day. So I help people better their lives in some capacity. So I try. That's why they tell us all the time we can reach out to therapists and get our own therapy after dealing with people who pretty much come to us from therapy. So there's that. There's 3 people watching, I think. I'm gonna hang out here for a couple more minutes, and oh yeah, my husband was too. Now my husband does construction. We were just talking about when he was a server. I first met him. He was my bartender. I tipped him $1 because I was too tipsy to actually give him a real tip. And he pretty much moved in with me like a week later. We were just friends, and I still can't get rid of him. I tell everybody that story. Like he's been with me for like 13 years now. It's like once you feed them, they never leave. It's that simple. I do too. I do wonder that. Like, who are those therapists that have to deal with all that? It's so funny. My friend Amanda says, hello, fairy person. She got your name wrong. It's Lady Fairy Amanda. Get it right. God. Pay attention. I'm kidding. I need to kidnap my friend and bring her back so we can hang out, have wine, coffee. She left me a year ago to move out of state. So I'm in Ohio. Most of my best friends live out of state. So most of them. Actually, just recently finished, speaking of Helltown, that whole weird little world, I just finished Willie's story and posted that on Friday. Yeah, Friday. That's up now. And it's the son that was born at the end of Helltown Experiments. It's his story. He's kind of a cool kid, but he's creepy. Of course, he has to be creepy. Keep getting notifications from YouTube. I don't know. I might do more stuff like this, honestly. I have being asked if I want to do more vocal narrations anytime soon. And the thing is, I would probably do more. The problem is I cannot save anything on my computer. I am out of disk space, and so I may have to ask for a new computer for Christmas. So I'm looking at that. It's the space on my computer. I've had it looked at. So I have a HP notebook. That's what I have. It works great for writing, but it's terrible for stuff like this. So, and yes, it is on Reddit. I linked it on the story. I did link it on Reddit. Yeah, so it's on Reddit. I linked it on Twitter and my KB Hearst on what is that? Facebook. Yeah, Facebook. And I didn't put it on my blog though. Oh, I know. I need to learn more about computers. Like I'm still learning so much more about a lot of this stuff. I think it's my patience of watching the how-to videos. Irritated halfway through. I'm like, just show me how to do it, and then I can do it. So I don't have the patience. But yeah, I was thinking about doing something different. I don't know. I've thought about doing narrations for a while, but I kind of like the idea of being the only person that doesn't do narrations sometimes because everyone seems to do narrations. Everyone. So yeah, that is true. It is less expensive. So what's everyone up to this week? Anything fun? Ah, okay. I'll have to check that out. I always get these coupons for Office Max. They're always giving me these coupons. Oh, fun. Still editing. That's always fun. I think that's my least favorite part of writing is going through and realizing that I don't know what a comma is. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, I don't have any kids. My body said no. And I have animals now. So I have 2 reptiles, a dog, and I had 2 cats, but they live with grandma because they chose grandma over me. It's that short. So probably hang out here for another few minutes. So any other questions? Anybody have any other things they want to ask? If not, there's always Twitter. I have a husband too. Does that count though as a kid? Does that count? I think he's kind of a kid. He was making up songs yesterday. I don't even know what he was doing. He makes these songs about like showering. I just have no idea. I don't know what he's doing most of the time. I worry about his mental health. He's married to me, so again, I worry about his mental health. Free audio or video software. Yeah, as you're talking. So I'm trying to think, what else am I doing recently? I do want to turn Helltown into a full-length book, but I don't know really what I'm doing with that. Yeah, Audacity is great. I like Audacity. I have that on my computer, but when I go to record, because of the lack of disk space, it ends up shutting down halfway through. Anything longer than 10 minutes, it shuts off on me. So I'm going to have to get some external disk space. I'm going to try that. I need to do that. I do have, I actually signed up for Zoom. I do like Zoom for like webinar type stuff. It's less glitchy than YouTube. So, I mean, I can always, at some point, maybe even do things in Zoom and just upload those videos too. So sometimes my Zoom is a lot better quality. It's not as grainy as YouTube looks sometimes. And I use Zoom with the podcast that I'm on periodically. So, and it's free to download it unless you pay for having 300 and plus attendance. Then it's like, I don't know, $14 a month or something. But I do like Zoom. Yes, everything is less. YouTube is terrible sometimes. Like, it's awful sometimes. What? Hi, Captain O'Brien. I don't know what that's about. Things get weird when you live stream. I just realized that. I will watch live streams sometimes and laugh. I'm like, what's going on in this? Like, what's even going on? It's so weird. That's what happens when you're on the internet. Anything else going on? Current events? Anyone have any suggestions of fun things I should write about or things they'd like me to write about? Besides sex bots and mutant children? So, for anyone that's just joining, I have narrated in the last video the first part of Helltown Experiments, and then I narrated the first part of Dr. Zozo's backstory. And right now I'm doing the Q&A part because on my last video, my it just kind of died on me in the middle of it. It got real glitchy and I couldn't get it to come back up. So awesome. How is everyone doing? Is everyone having a good day? Today's my birthday. It's pretty. I had fun last night. I did some stuff last night. Today I'm kind of relaxing. And then this evening I will probably do some more fun things. But I'm actually having a Halloween/birthday party next weekend, and I'm going to be dressed as a reptilian. I'm going to have a bald cap on. I'm not going to have hair. Should be fun. All right. Well, let's see. It is about 15 minutes in. Well, that's actually closer to 20 minutes in. Oh, okay. I'll have to get a link. I'll have to post a link or something on Twitter. Thank you for that. Amanda. My friend's texting me because she can't be on the chat, and she told me I needed to write about this inside joke that she and I have. So I don't know what that is. What is that? Someone keeps typing in. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Hello, Sean. How are you doing? Welcome to my Q&A portion of my narrating some story stuff. Yeah, I don't know what. I think that was disabled automatically when I switched over to new beta part of YouTube. I'm still learning what all this stuff is because I don't do streams that often. I don't. So I'm gonna probably hang out for about 5 more minutes. So yeah, it'd be great. I appreciate everyone hanging out with me today. It's been fun. An hour and a half of good times. I told everyone not to bother me from 1:30 to 3 o'clock because I am actually 2 doors down from my mother, so sometimes she'll come over when I'm doing stuff, and I'm like, I can't talk right now. That's what they're good for. So what I think I'm going to do is in the next 5 minutes, I'm just looking at the vault here. What? All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and log off. But it's been great seeing y'all, and you guys have a great rest of your week. I love you for popping by. I truly appreciate it. And you have a great rest of your week. Bye, guys.